Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video. Before making this video, I want to tell you that for legal purposes, I will not be mentioning any company names, I won't be mentioning locations, I won't be mentioning any worker names. I just want to share my own experience and to let you know that any kind of bullying or anything happens in your workplace, it is not okay and you are free to leave. So this is something that I want to share as my personal story, my experience, and as by the name of the video, you already kind of know what's going to happen. I think it was like in autumn, something like that, yeah. And yeah, so got hired into this job. It was actually me, my mom, and my brother, and we got hired into the same workplace. It was like a big factory where you make flowers and make like a bouquets, and then they sending them out to the shops. We went for this like a little interview, all three of us, and we got hired immediately. It was very easy to get into the job, nothing, there was no specifics really. And the first day when we went into the job, yeah, it seems fine. We kind of got used to the area, kind of looked around where we're working and stuff like. It was okay, but we did notice that some of the workers were really pushy, and some of them would say things like, you have to be faster. So some of the lady workers were really pushy, and they were saying things like, oh, in this job you need to be working faster and stuff like that. And I told one of the lady that were telling me these things, and I told her that this is my first day. You have to give me a chance to adjust into my workplace. You don't get everything done in the one day. So I wasn't really gonna get to me, because I'm pretty well able to stick up for myself. And then there was another co-worker. She showed me one way how to do the bouquets, and then another lady showed me the other way. So the lady that showed me first, she kind of got on the angry side. I could see that she was like pissed off, because she was like, this is not how you do it, you do it this way. And I told her, well, the lady over there and the team leader actually showed me this way how to do. So I said, so which way is it? So the same thing happened to my mom as well. One lady showed her one way, another lady showed the other way. Then that lady gets pissed off because she didn't do it this way. So it's like a big mixture. Nobody knows probably how to even do it, which way. There was a male worker as well who came up to me and he said, it's okay, some people are this way, don't let them get to you. And I just replied with, well, yeah, this is my first day, I'm only here to adjust to the workplace, to see how everything is. Can't expect me to be like a pro in one day. Everybody needs time. It doesn't matter what job you start in. And I said, I'm not gonna let them speak to me this way, like, push me around or whatever. So the first day gone by, and I kind of had this feeling that this is not really a great environment. But since we were looking for a job for a while and kind of just really needed money, especially for the Christmas time, so we thought we're gonna give it a chance and just go for it. So we went there the next day, and it was okay, but it was the same thing. There were people kind of tried to push us around. I don't know why. I mean, those people don't even speak English and they live in Ireland, so I don't know. So they were the workers. Mostly they were from Moldova. Yeah, mostly those workers were from Moldova. There were some Latvian, Lithuanian, but mostly Moldovan people were there. And another lady decided to be all bossy, and she said the same thing, that you need to work faster, and this job is all about the speed, you have to work really fast. And I said, this is our only second day, you have to give us a chance to be able to adjust into work, like I said yesterday. So I didn't let that get to me, because I said, I'm not gonna let anyone push me around. If somebody says something to me, I know exactly what to say back. And then after, it was like, I think it was like after 11 o'clock or something in the morning, and I saw my mom crying and walking away. And this is when I realized that probably someone got to her. So yeah, the, that was it. One of the lady were pushing her around, telling her to speed up and how to do this way. So she was like really bossy, and she wasn't even the boss. And yeah, we went into the cafeteria. One of the lady managers came over to us, and she was speaking with us. And my mom said what happened, and then my brother came out as well. So everybody, three was me, my mom, my brother, and the manager were talking about this situation that happened. That the lady worker made my mom upset, and so we told her what happened, and I told manager as well that the same happened with me, that the lady kept pushing me around and telling me that I need to be faster, or you have to do it this way. Another girl says this way, and everybody's like doesn't know which way it is. So then she says, well, yeah, some of the workers can be like that, but don't let it get to you. It's like a test. I said, no, this shouldn't be happening in a workplace where you go in and you have to fight with workers, stand your ground, there shouldn't be any test. This is not a jail. There shouldn't be anyone, try to boss you around. And then my mom was completely done. She said, there is no way I'm gonna go back there. This is not the work place that I want to work in. And I agreed on it. And I said, well, actually, I've had the same feeling. I don't really want to work there. I want to work in a friendly environment, not someone who's gonna be bossing around when you just started literally your first day, and then second day, not even second day, like a barely even a half day. And the lady just told my mom, well, give it a chance. Come back in and just do it this way. I'll show you how to do. My mom was like, no, I'm done. I'm not gonna go in there when there's a woman talking to a grown woman, on the first day, second half day of work, trying to push and bully them around. Okay, I understand, she says, la la la. And then she asked me, are you gonna continue to work? I said, well, by the look how the lady workers disrespected my mom, I don't want to come back to this work. I don't want to work in such an environment where you have such workers. And yeah, and that was pretty much it. We explained it to her that this is not the environment that people should be working in, pushing you around when you just start like your first day. It shouldn't be happening. And yeah, that's it. And we just left. We left, and I told my mom, I said, listen, don't worry, I'm gonna get another job, and which I did. And it was actually one of the current jobs that I'm in. And now that it's quarantine, we're not working, but this when I started that job, I felt the positivity. And even though it was so busy, and there were people who were starting to get a bit on the edgy side, but they were kind of with themselves. They weren't pushing anything onto you. I was working in my own pace, trying to get into my job and stuff like that. And this is what I wanted, and I was very happy with this current job. So we really hope that we're gonna come back and everything's gonna be okay. But the previous job is basically, you know, what I'm trying to say is that this shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen in jobs like that when you walk in and people push you around, don't give you a chance to get comfortable in your environment. It shouldn't happen. When people try to push you around, it's so okay to leave. It's okay to speak. You don't just shut your mouth and let them speak to you this way. You don't. You stick up for yourself. You're a human being just like they are. We don't push them around. Why they push us around? What? Because we are new? No, it shouldn't be like this. It should be the opposite. They should be leading you, telling you, explaining properly, not telling you, you must speed up, you need to be faster, you need to do this way, not that way. You don't do that in a job, especially when there's new people coming in and trying to get used to work environment. Then another thing I noticed in this job is that there is not one Irish person in the work, and the workers don't even speak really English, because when we were in cafeteria on the first day having our lunch, me and my brother were talking in English, and they just all looked at us like we are from somewhere I don't know, but like we living in here in Ireland for so long, and this is just like a normal thing. You speak English because everyone speaks English in here. And they just kind of like, they were just really in their own kind of bubble. It was like they were in their own country, basically, kind of this way. It felt like it. So I think the reason why they were kind of trying to push us around and being like really on the mean side. I think it's the fact that we didn't fit in with them because they all were speaking their own language, and my own language they were speaking as well, Russian language, and many of them spoke our language. And I think the fact that we were more of English side, kind of, we were more of like an Irish culture because we're used to living in here. We live here since 2004, and we adjusted to everything, to the culture and language, and pretty much like this is our home. And then to go into the environment where it's different language, even though it's our own, but still it just felt like it was their own little factory, like a bubble where they're all, it's like their place, it's like we don't belong in there. And I think that's number one reason why they were so bossy, because they didn't feel like the new people coming in, it's like we were outsiders coming in trying to do our work. So on the first day they were like pushing us around. Well, they didn't really succeed with me, because I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm gonna say how it is. So if you ever had anything like it, it's okay. If anybody was pushing you around and you left the job, don't even feel bad, because this is the right thing to do. You leave and you forget, and you don't let people treat you this way. It's like it's called bullying in work. That's what it is. So if you had anything similar, or you want to react to this video, please comment down below and let me know. I'm actually interested to see if anybody had the same experience or similar. So yeah, comment and let me see your opinions and your stories. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can also share it everywhere, let people see. So that's it. You can wait on my next story, and I have lots of them. I just have to like remember because there's like so many, and I'm gonna be posting more stories because I think it's very interesting for people to hear it, and many stories very interesting, like life stories. It's very good, and then maybe even it will help some people. You never know, people could be in a position in their jobs when they're not happy, and maybe they think that it's wrong to leave, but it's not. If you're not happy in a job, you leave. You don't stay somewhere that you're not happy, even if you're there for like 1 or 2 days. No, if you feel it's not for you, it's not for you, especially if the co-workers are like being dickheads or whatever. So thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you again